Capstone video for EDUC 526 by Patricia Mejia. I chose APU for two reasons. One was convenience, it's right around the corner, and the other, I realized later, was for their God First motto. While attending APU, I've been able to be a role model for my children and watch my daughter graduate from college and my son recently from high school. I've showed them the importance of education, and prayer has really added to that. The CAPS program was awesome. I loved it. It fit my schedule. My Mod Severe credential program really showed me that all of God's children really need our patience, but we also need to set high limits for them and to have them reach for the stars and not settle for the minimum. The master's program and mild mod credential that I've been doing this last year has been extremely challenging, but I've loved it and learned so much regarding technology. Specifically, the master's program has taught me so much about YouTube and blogging and multiple personalities, websites, web quests, and just using my specific TeacherTube channel. I love that. I can't believe how much my students learn from that. Students in the Mod Severe setting that maybe had limitations set by them, when their parents come in and see that they've created a PowerPoint, even if it's simple, just blows their mind and it really gives them more hope. My action research study was on organization. This could very well be my desk. Most of my students refer to my desk as organized chaos. I moved into a new district and a new classroom this year, and I still have boxes everywhere. It's taken me so much time to get my lessons ready, and I was realizing the students were starting to model the mess of their desk. I started my baseline, and I was taking about an average of 5 minutes to get ready per period. Then as the weeks went on, I'm down to about 2.5 to 3 minutes. I didn't realize how much time was being taken out of my teaching time until I started doing this study. So it really opened my eyes to a lot of things. The two main things that really helped me the most regarding classroom organization was the Clutter-Free Classroom website and the Organized Teacher book. So now you can see some before and after pictures. It's still not perfect, it's still a work in progress, but I definitely have cut down the amount of time it takes to get students ready for the next lesson. This would be my dream classroom. If I could take my entire summer to organize for it to look like this, I would be in heaven. My curriculum unit was an English language arts lesson on the junior novel Mr. Peabody and Sherman. Students were given the option of doing an analysis of characters or of settings. Our main goals were the IEP goals for students. They're all English language arts goals, focusing on recognizing the beginning, middle, and end of a story, making predictions, identifying sequences of events, main ideas, details, and being able to respond to the readings via graphic organizers, story maps, bubble maps. The Common Core standards that were addressed were English Language Arts grades 1, 2, and 4 in reading, writing, and speech and language. The main thing is we want the students to be able to describe the characters, describe the settings and the main events. And then with guidance and staff support, we produce a writing activity and then eventually a PowerPoint. The ISSE standards are creativity and innovation and communication and collaboration. Again, we're using the same novel. They're using the graphic organizers to gather their information. They've made a Word doc, so we're using technology in that sense, translated their Word doc information over to a PowerPoint presentation. The assessments that we used were daily review of what happened in the previous readings before we start the next reading. Every Friday we had review questions that were about 5 questions. It took about 10 minutes. And then on Fridays we'd also dig deeper into the countries that Mr. Peabody and Sherman were visiting. Their first project they had to do was a graphic organizer, and they had to take that and make a poster about the characters. And then their final project was on a PowerPoint presentation. Other activities that we did were making flowers with tissue paper relating to an event that happened in the story. Again, we also cook and relate food to each country that Mr. Peabody and Sherman went to visit in the story. And the kids always connect with the food. And not only are they doing English language arts while they're doing this, but they're also doing functional living skills. We took walks in the neighborhood and then went back and did like a compare and contrast. This also gives them more functional academics connection to their actual vocational academics that they need to do and learn about safety. Apps that were mostly used for my students were the basic notepad. Some were higher functioning and were able to use Evernote and add some other things. And we had some students who are very limited verbally that would use the sentence organizer and the start a sentence, and that really helped them a lot. Here are some of my students currently who are working on the Jungle Book, and it's the same format. They do a written presentation, they take their information from their graphic organizer, they have to make a Word doc and then write that out, and then from the Word doc take those key elements and put it into a PowerPoint presentation. This year I'm at a new classroom, like I said, and it's an ASRD classroom for all the students in the class have autism, and they're in grades 9 through 12. And social skills are huge with these students. So it's amazing to see them working together and working independently. Here are some posters by students. This was the first project of the Mr. Peabody and Sherman, where they focused on either the 4 main characters of the story or the 4 main countries of the story. Here are some more pictures of students working in the computer lab, either with a TA or a one-on-one adult support staff, either reviewing or getting their information together. Here is a current student presentation.
Are you ready, Moses? Okay, nice and loud, okay?
Look by
Richard? Kipling.
Chill, watch where Vanderlog took locally. Chill, watch where Vanderlog took locally.
All over the guy.
Out the city. Learn this is important to help others. To help others. Like favorite things.
Very nice.
Good job.
So whether we're teaching our students math equations, reading comprehension, and basic reading skills, the writing process, or how to have listening comprehension, then take that and make that into something where we can collaborate with each other and they can collaborate with their peers. We need to always make sure that we're there modeling. We're teaching them life skills in my class, things that they're going to need throughout their lifetime. We need to make sure that we're always modeling for them, that they're having a good time, that they're connecting what they're doing to an accomplishment that they are achieving. The basic thing is always to remember that if we don't push our students and if we don't believe that they can achieve something and reach for the stars, then who's going to believe in them? We always need to make sure that we're there for them and we're having a good time and we're pushing them and teaching them as many things as we possibly can. I hope you enjoyed my video.